The winter coats are fading out, hanging loose without a doubt. Cafes open wider doors, light is spilling on the floors. Nothing special, nothing new, same old streets I walk with you. Still the air is slightly kind, like it's changed its state of mind. I can't explain it clearly, but everything feels nearly somehow spring. I like the way it softly rearranges day. Not dramatic, not extreme, just a quiet little dream. Nothing's different, yet it's bright. Colors leaning toward the light. Somehow spring, I like you. Cherry petals in the wind, landing where the cold had been. People smiling for no cars, breaking tiny winter laws. You ask me what I love about this season, drifting in and out. I try to find a clever line, but words refuse to shine. Maybe not every feeling needs a deeper meaning. Somehow spring, it feels so right, even without a reason why. Not a song you shout aloud, just a tune beneath the crowd. If happiness is small and thin, it's quietly beginning. Somehow spring, I like you. Not fireworks across the sky, not a sudden lullaby, just a gentle shade of green in places once unseen. Somehow spring, it stays a while, hidden in your subtle smile. Maybe love begins like this, not with thunder, just a kiss. If the world can start again without a grand pretend. Somehow spring, I like
Sunday morning pastel sky, coffee rings and lullabies. Your laughter drifting through the room like a careless pop tune. Broken clocks and magazine dreams. Nothing's ever what it seems, but in your faded Polaroid, everything feels overjoyed. We don't need a perfect line or a grand design tonight. Let the city blur away in our soft rewind.
final lines, our fingers touched in time. I'll scratch a little melody that felt like destiny. In this record store romance, you found a second chance, spinning at 45. You came into my life. In your dancing handwritten texts, British pop and paper bags, you smiled out at B-side checks, and they all make songs like that. Coffee rings on album art, a needle tracing fragile hearts. The world outside was moving fast, but we let the moment last. Every crackle in the air felt like something rare, like love burst into black and gold, a story waiting to be told. Get to my final lines, your laughter mixed with mine, a lo-fi kind of harmony. In sweet simplicity, no streaming, no rewind, just an analog in time in this tiny record shop. Our song would never stop.
The sidewalks still are painted white, but sunlight stays a little longer. Icicles begin to fall, like winter losing power. You say it's only February, but it already feels lighter. I'm counting every tiny sign that spring is getting closer. I'm tired of gray and heavy skies. I need a change before my eyes. Come a little faster than the snow, melt away the streets we know. Turn the frozen air to blue and bring me back to you. Let the river start to flow underneath the afterglow. Come a little faster than the snow. Boots still echo on the ground. Boots still echo on the ground, but puddles start appearing. Reflections shake beneath our feet, like something new is nearing. You'll laugh and say, be patient now, but patience feels too slow. Every flake that hits the earth just makes me wanna go. If seasons move by hidden signs, then hurry up this time. Come a little faster than the snow, wake the silent town below. Paint the rooftops bright and clean, like they've always been. Let the cold just overflow into somewhere far below. Come a little faster than the snow. Maybe hope is something small, a drop of water on a wall, but every drip and every sound says winter's breaking down. Come a little faster than the snow. I don't wanna wait no more. If the sun can find its way, then so can we someday. Let the frozen river show what they've been hiding low. Come a little faster than the snow. Come a little faster than the snow.
We bought the cheapest seats in town, way up high where we look down. Peanuts rolling on the floor, 1,000 voices asking for more. I didn't know the rules that well, just like the sound of the stadium bell. You laughed and tried to explain while sunlight danced on the train. Caps and jerseys everywhere, summer hiding in the air. It was my first game under a blue sky. Crowds were roaring, time flew by. I didn't care who won or lost, just counting moments at any cost. Between the cheers and seventh inning light, everything suddenly felt so bright. On my first game under a blue sky, vendors shouting lemonade, scoreboard numbers slowly play. Your hand brushed mine by accident, or maybe that's just how it went. The picture in the afternoon, like a slow romantic tune. And when the ball flew far and wide, you threw your arms up by my side. I couldn't tell the final score, but I knew I wanted more. It was my first game under a blue sky. Hot dogs, laughter, summer's cry. A simple day, no grand design, but somehow perfectly aligned. If memories choose when to stay, they pick that ordinary day. My first game under a blue sky. Maybe love begins like this, with popcorn hands and accidental bliss. Not fireworks or grand parade, just sunlight slowly fading. It was my first game under a blue sky, and something quietly changed inside. Not just the crack of bat and cheer, but having you right here. If every season passes by, I'll remember how we tried on my first game. On my first game under a blue sky. They say the odds are quite absurd, like finding truth in every word. A tiny number hard to see, printed small statistically. 7 digits, maybe more. Dreams you buy at every store. People lining up for luck, hoping fate will strike up. But numbers never told me why. My heart skips when you walk by. You're my one in a million chance, a random, reckless circumstance. If love's a game of probability, you're defying all reality. Forget the tickets, tear them through. I already won with you, my one in a million you. They calculate the smallest rate and call it destiny or fate. But science can't explain the way you turn my ordinary day. No jackpot lights, no golden rain, just laughing in the subway train. If luck is rare and hard to find, then maybe you're my favorite kind. Statistics fade math just points to you. You're my one in a million chance. No need for coins or lucky stance. In a world of random rules, you made the odds look like fools. No shining prize, no headline news. Just everyday miraculous views. My one in a million you. If love's a number on a page, then let it slip outside the cage. Because the rarest thing I knew was accidentally meeting you. You're my one in a million chance. Better than a winning glance. No lottery could ever prove what simple moments do. If chances fall like morning dew, I'll bet them all on you. My one in a million you.
You like your cola sweet and bright. I like mine sharp with a little bite. Same red label, different tone. Funny how taste becomes your own. We argued lightly by the fridge, like it was some romantic bridge. You said it's obvious, can't you see? I said it's all chemistry. Two bubbles rising to the top. Same fizz, but they never stop. Is it Coca-Cola or Pepsi tonight? Does it really change the light? Maybe love's just sugar and spark, different flavors in the dark. You say sweet, I say bold, but we still share the cold. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, you and me. Blind taste test on a summer day. You laughed when I guessed the wrong way. Maybe I just liked your smile more than labels all the while. Ice cubes melting in the sun. We both agreed they're kind of fun. In the end, it's clear to see it's not the brand, it's company. Carbonated afternoons, pop songs under lazy moons. Is it Coca-Cola or Pepsi tonight? Does it matter who is right? Every sip feels just the same when we're laughing at the game. You say sweet, I say strong, but we still sing along. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, you and me. Maybe difference makes it shine, like melody and counterline. Two tastes spinning endlessly in perfect pop harmony. Is it Coca-Cola or Pepsi tonight? Either way, it feels just right. Not about the name we see, but who we're sharing it with. Free, sweet or bold, old or new, I choose any drink with you. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, you and me.
books and posters on the ground, memories and bubble wrap sound.
Your coffee's cold beside the sink. We don't have that much to think, just folding maps and old t-shirts, laughing at what once had hurt.
Not a goodbye, not a dramatic scene, just somewhere in between.
It's a cardboard morning in April light.
Everything feels small and bright. Windows open, curtains gone, but somehow we're still holding on. No tears falling from the sky, just boxes stacked up high on a cardboard morning in April light.
Keys are heavy in your hand. New address we barely planned. The hallway echoes as we leave, like it doesn't quite believe.
Neighbors wave a gentle smile. We stand outside for just a while. The city hums a different tune, a promise coming soon. Every ending softly bends into somewhere new again. It's a cardboard morning in April light. Nothing wrong, nothing right. Different door and different view, but the same sky over you. Spring is moving quietly, like it knows what we can't see. On a cardboard morning in April light. If rooms remember who we were, let them keep it safe. For sure we'll carry what we need to bring. The rest can stay with spring. It's a cardboard morning in April light, and the future feels polite. Not too loud, not too far, just a train and a brand new start. If love can travel, so can we. Packed between uncertainty on a cardboard morning in April light. You laughed when I told you I don't own the latest phone. No silver case, no glowing face, no world inside my palm. You said, how do you survive in this fast and flashing life? I just pointed to the sky, said I look up sometime, while everyone is scrolling down. I'm watching clouds above the town. I don't have an iPhone in my hand, no perfect shots for Instagram, no maps to guide me home at night, just street lights shining white. If love can find me without a screen, maybe that's what freedom means. No iPhone, just you and me. You show me photos of your day, filtered skies and perfect shades. I tried to memorize your smile without a battery life. Messages you couldn't send, waiting for the signal's end. We talked until the cafe closed, no charge just exposed. The world kept buzzing in your code, but we were barely afloat. I don't have an iPhone in my hand, no endless feeds to understand, no midnight glow against my face, just quiet breathing space. If love is more than what we stream, maybe we don't need that screen. No iPhone, just you and me. On me, maybe one day I will buy a little universe of light, but promise me we'll sometimes stay disconnected anyway. I don't have an iPhone in my hand, but I can still hold what I can. Your laughter ringing crystal clear, no update needed here. If tomorrow's all online, let tonight be offline. No iPhone, just you and me, and me. You're typing softly by the window, silver apple on the glow. Latte art begins to fade, like promises we never made. Headphones on, you look away from the noisy city day. Steam is rising in between our reflections in the screen. Free Wi-Fi and quiet hearts, working on our separate parts. Latte and laptop afternoons, under quiet city moons. You in white and me in blue, pretending we've got work to do in this cafe. Symmetry, it's just your screen and me. Latte and laptop afternoons. You close the lid, I look surprised, like the end of something unsaid, disguised. Outside taxis pass in streams, carrying unfinished dreams. You say let's walk a little while, like you're closing every file. We leave behind the charging cords and half-typed metaphors. Not a date, not quite a plan, just two dots on a city map. Latte and laptop afternoons, deadlines drifting out of tune. Not about productivity, but accidental poetry between caffeine and subtle sighs. I saw the truth behind your eyes. Latte and laptop afternoons, latte and laptop afternoons, latte and laptop afternoons. Oh, oh, maybe love in modern times hides in tabs and scrolling lines. Not dramatic, not profound, just quietly around. Latte and laptop afternoons, city light in quiet rooms. If every story needs a start, maybe this is our small part. Close the screen and walk with me beyond the Wi-Fi boundary. From latte and laptop afternoons, from latte and laptop afternoons, from latte and laptop afternoons. Oh, oh, oh.
crossing silent times, paper folded, slightly worn, perfume like a Sunday morn. Now I wake to glowing screens, subject lines and silent pings. Words arrive in seconds flat, no lipstick mark, imagine that. The world got faster overnight, but did we lose a little light? Ink and inbox side by side, one you hold and one you hide. One takes days across the sea, one arrives instantly, but somewhere in between the two, I'm still waiting here for you between the ink and inbox. Your handwriting leaned to the right like it was trying to hold me tight. Every curve and every space carried more than just a phrase. Now your letters start with hey and end with talk another day. Efficient, clean and pixel bright, but softer in the candlelight. Maybe progress has its cost. In what we gain, what have we lost? Ink and inbox, time and touch. Some things matter twice as much. A stamp that travels miles alone, a signal's flying through a phone. If love can't let in every form, why do I miss the paper warm between the ink and inbox? I still keep your envelope tucked inside an old coat. Faded words but clearly true, every line still colored you. Different ways of saying you, maybe both are part of now. Different vows and different vows. If tomorrow's all online, let me keep that written line between the ink and inbox. You show me the latest hit, said everyone is into it. Streaming numbers climbing high like fires across the sky. Catchy hook and perfect beat, trending tag and viral tweet. You hummed along without a doubt while I just watched you mouth it out. Maybe it's not the melody, but how you look at me. It's number one again tonight on every chart in neon light. But all I really wanna hear is you singing softly near. Let the whole press repeat on that shiny trending beat. You're my number one tonight. We danced inside your tiny room under posters out of tune. The radio kept counting down, another king without a crown. You said this song will never fade, like every promise ever made. But seasons turn and rhythms change, still you feel the same. Maybe hits will come and go, but some things stay below. flashing red and shining bright. But trends will fade like summer rain and rise again with different names. Still in every melody, you're the only hit for me, my number one tonight. Take a walk through crowded streets and random talk. A lazy Sunday, nothing planned, just coffee cups and holding hands. You said let's take the longer way. I didn't think we'd drift away. The city slowly turned to blue before I even noticed you. The train kept humming softly like it knew something we didn't see. We didn't mean to go to the sea, it just happened naturally. The sky was wide, the air was free, like it was waiting patiently. No grand design, no guarantee, just you and sudden clarity. We didn't mean to go to the sea. Your shoes were filled with summer sand. You laughed and reached for my hand. The waves were writing secret lines on silver shores and borrowed time. We had no towels, no sunscreen, no perfect cinematic scene, just sunlight in your careless hair and salt that lingered in the air. Sometimes the best things start without a map or a heart to heart. We didn't mean to go to the sea, but somehow that's where we'd be. The world felt small, the horizon wide, no place for us to hide. If love is quiet chemistry, maybe that's our destiny. We didn't mean to go to the sea. If we had stayed in town that day, would everything have felt the same? Or did the tide just gently pull two restless hearts into its frame? We didn't mean to go to the sea, but maybe it was meant to be. Not every story needs a plan, sometimes it's just where it began, with a careless breeze and a melody, and you right there with me when we didn't mean to go to the sea. In a quiet little bookstore on a Sunday afternoon, dust was dancing in the silver light of June. You reach for Hemingway, I reach for it too. Our fingers brush like a scene we never knew. We smile politely, strangers in between. Two different stories, same page 17. We turn the page at the very If I find that book again someday, will your bookmark still remain? Or was it just a gentle trick of coincidence and paperback magic?
Headphones tangled in your hair, summer secrets in the air. He reads a letter, unsigned name, but somehow it sounds the same. Every crackle, every rhyme, suspended somewhere out of time. The city fades to black and blue. Just a radio wave, now let it misbehave. Hidden in the stereo, where only we can know. On this midnight frequency, we're more than fantasy. Every chorus softly glows like quiet electricity. On this midnight frequency, no daylight clarity, just you and me and the DJ's voice and sweet on unedited. The air was colder than yesterday, but somehow lighter in a way. Your scarf was dancing in the sun, like winter knew that it was done. The sky was clearer than before. No snow was waiting at the door. Just little puddles shining bright, like broken mirrors in the light. We didn't say it out loud, but something gentle had changed. Between the frost and the clouds, a different season was arranged. It's the last day of winter blue, and the sky is painted new. Every brushed your hair behind your ear, as if the spring was already here.
A melody from somewhere near, a radio we couldn't hear.
But somehow we both knew the tune, a promise coming soon. We walk without a plan, shadows short on the ground, the cold still holding our hands, but warmth already around. It's the last day of winter blue, and the world feels close to you. Every step a softer sound, like new flowers underground. No dramatic goodbye, just a brighter kind of sky on the last day of winter blue. Maybe nothing really ends, it just quietly bends into something warm and slow, like the melting snow. It's the last day of winter blue, and I'm standing here with you. Not a storm left in the air, just sunlight everywhere. If this is how seasons move, then I think I'm ready to, for the last day of winter blue. On the last day of winter blue. You said you only needed socks and maybe something small, but two more shops and one more block, we're walking through them all. Your hair is dancing in the breeze, window shopping casually. I don't really need a thing, but I like following. It's not about the things you buy, it's how you light the afternoon sky. I'm just carrying your bags, walking on the painted tracks. You try on dreams behind the glass, and time is moving soft and fast. No grand plan, no perfect view, just this simple scene with you. Just carrying your bags. You hold a sweater to your chest and ask me what I think. I say it's you that makes it best. You laugh before I blink. Receipts are folded in your hand, like maps we didn't plan. The city hums in gentle tone, but I don't feel alone. Maybe love is nothing more than waiting by a fitting room door. I'm just carrying your bags, listen to your subtle facts about the colors, cuts and seams, and all your tiny shopping dreams. No fireworks across the blue, just this quiet walk with you. Just carry her in your bags. One day we might look back and say it was an ordinary day, but somewhere in the crowded street, my heart skips softly at your feet. I'm just carrying your bags underneath the neon flags. If love is small, Just carry in your bag.